All right, so here we have a pair of eBay levers compared to stock. These were $30 for the set off eBay. They're actually not listed for Super Sport, but Super Sport shares parts with a lot of different bikes, one of which being a V2 Panigale. So I double checked part fitment, and the seller didn't think it was going to fit, but I told him, yep, go ahead, send them. This is a stock lever. This is the eBay lever. So if I take them and place them over top, you can see they're identical in every single way. In terms of fitment and shape, I should say. Obviously, the finish on the OEM is going to be, I mean, you can see how it's going to be different. There's a texture here. This one's smooth. This one's more matte. This one's more glossy. So, I don't know. A stock lever is like $150. A nice pair of aftermarkets is $150, $200. To get you out of a bind for 30 bucks for a set, really not bad. So I'm going to be putting on the brake lever and the clutch lever. And the clutch lever, I'm really going to be paying attention to because the Ducati quick shifter and the micro switch down there, yeah, if that pin is misaligned, then you're going to crush your micro switch. So got to be careful, but I'm anticipating pretty straight plug and play here. All right, no issue at all getting this installed. Fits perfectly. I don't think it looks too out of place. I think the matte finish matches a couple other matte finishing pieces on here. So we'll see, we'll ride with it for a little bit, but again, for 30 bucks, if nothing else, I have a spare pair of levers sitting in a garage now. Do want to go check out the clutch side. I did compare it though, and this activator right here for the micro switch seems to line up perfectly with the stock lever I have over there. So I'm not too worried about it, but let's go find out. All right, so here we have the stock lever and the aftermarket for the clutch side. I did misspeak earlier. It's the Monster, I believe, that the clutch and brake lever have the same fitment as and same part numbers as for the Super Sport here. So that's how I ended up finding this set. But as you can see, same exact shape and size. And then most importantly, this little piece right here, I'm gonna try not to scratch my paint. Probably shouldn't use my bike as a little pedestal here, but as you can see, it's kind of hard to see on top of each other. They line up perfectly in terms of where that activator is. That was the issue. I had a pair of MZS's down there off Amazon, and this was in the wrong place. And so when you depress the clutch about halfway, it was fully hitting the micro switch. And I didn't realize that, so I went for a full depress like you normally would the clutch. And I crushed the micro switch. It looks perfectly fine, but I heard and felt an audible crunch, and my quick shifter does not work anymore. So pretty sure I need to replace that micro switch. Unfortunately, by trying to save a little money on these levers. Little did I know, could have spent the same amount, actually I think a little less, like 30 bucks for this set, and I still could have had cheap aftermarket levers to fix some stock ones that were broken and not have to spend $150, $200 to do it. So just want to share this with you guys that this is possible and these parts do work. So let me get it installed real quick. All right, so everything's in. Everything's nice and smooth. I greased the contact point on the lever, and as well as this roller bearing that, I don't think a roller bearing is the right term, but I greased everything before I put it in. Everything's nice and smooth. And as you can see, try and get you in there. When this is fully depressed, that's when it contacts. The issue was it was doing this with the aftermarket levers that I had before when the clutch was basically here, which meant when I went fully in, it pressed that pin way too far and it broke the micro switch. So no issues at all. Here's both levers. Obviously, it's kind of hard to see, you know, unless you're in person, but they feel good. I almost prefer that textured grip a little bit. Hold on to it a little better. But yeah, I mean, I'll ride with them for a little bit. And again, if I end up not liking them, well, I have a $30 pair of backup levers that are sitting in the garage now. And if not, then I just save myself $100, $150. And I'm still going to be riding out there with everyone else. So I'm not too concerned with whether or not these are $200 Ducati or AVS levers, or if they're straight out of China factory. So overall, I'd recommend, I'll drop the link in the description to the part number diagram so you can see all the different bikes the levers correspond to for when you're searching for a pair. And then I'll post the link for these exact levers as well. So you can just go ahead and buy the same ones if you want. All right, thanks guys.